Okay, Kiwi Guys here, and today we're going to look at how to fix some issues that you have when installing a ROM. Sometimes some things don't work, so let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing we need to do when we want to install a custom ROM is go through to your phone, and inside your phone go to your data reset. Inside your phone, not in Clockwork Mod Recovery, just do it within your phone itself first. That way all of your apps will be gone, because sometimes there's an issue when you can't install apps anymore because it says your storage is full, and that's just not the case, but your phone thinks it is true. So once we've done that, it'll try and boot up, and it won't boot up into CWM, it'll boot into the actual SAMI version of the recovery mode. That's what it's doing right now. Okay, now it's done that, and it's going to want to try and reboot, but we don't want that. We want to hold down our volume rocker up, power and home button for 10 seconds, like I'm sure you know what to do. It'll stop booting up, like that, and it'll flash the Samsung logo screen, and we let it go. And now it'll boot to Clockwork Mod Recovery. Right, so inside this part, we now need to go and do exactly what we normally do, a full data reset and factory wipe. Let's go through and do that. Okay, now once that's done, we need to go through and wipe the cache partition. Right, now once that's done, we need to go into advanced, and we need to wipe the Devic cache. Right, now we need to go back into advanced again, and we want to go and format some things, like you can go into format system, which is what I'll do now. And then I'm going to go into format data. Now inside those two folders is where our apps are stored, and also the library for our apps are stored. So once we've formatted those two folders, there will be no apps in our system at all. Now we've already done that within the phone itself, but just to be sure that something hasn't gone wrong and hasn't done it properly, we do it within Clockwork Mod Recovery as well. Now we can go and install our custom ROM. So for this demonstration purpose, I'm installing a SAMI ROM. This is Ultimate version 4. I'll put the link in the description if you care to install that one. And let's just times 20 this, because this is going to take a long time. As you can see, this is going to take ages because there's no apps on this device at all, so it's flashing all the apps, trying to find out what operating system it wants to try and get into it, and now it's got the custom ROM apps being installed. Okay, let me just skip past this. Right, so I've put all my login details, etc. in there. Now we're going to try and see if it worked, because sometimes apps still don't really install properly. This is S-Note, and I think we're going to see a problem. It vibrated once, so yeah. So unfortunately S-Note has not responded and not worked. Right, so how we fix this is we just go and flash again. So we click on OK to get out of that. We want to reboot into Clockwork Mod Recovery and just reflash the ROM over top. Don't do any wipes, don't do anything else, just reflash the ROM straight over top. So once again, I'm going to fast forward this and test the same app and see if it worked. So let me just fast forward this a bit. So as I said, I have not deleted anything, I'm just reflashing the same ROM straight over top, and let's see what's happened. So we're going to go back into S-Note, and there we go, so it's working now. Right, so it is sometimes just as simple as that, just going back into reflashing the ROM. What it's going to do is replace the apps, because sometimes we know computers don't always do what we ask them to do. Sometimes a process is running in the background, something's happening, and it doesn't have time to reflash. Now, even after a second reflash, sometimes an app may not be responding properly, so we go and reflash a third time. There's no harm in trying to do it again. If it still doesn't work, then we open our File Manager and we want to delete the apps in question. So in this case, it's in the root directory into Data and then under Apps. Plus, there's another folder called System. This is in the root directory as well. Whoop, not that one, that's System. And then the same one, Apps, or App. And then inside there we can see all our apps. So we go through and find the one we want to delete. So if my S note wasn't working, I go right down to S, keep going, and we want to delete all the files that are associated with S note. So we can see there's probably going to be about 2 or 3. Right, so there's 2 S-Memo ones and an S-Note. Actually, there should be another one in there. That's 72 megabytes or something. Anyway, so we're going to go through and delete those. And once you've deleted them, you're going to replace them and copy and paste them back into the same folders. So Data App and then System App, both of those folders. And then once you've restarted your device, it'll say Android updating, and then boom, you'll be good to go. Okay, so that was Kiwi Guy with a little tutorial.